Again, guys, obviously this is my first wrap ever, and I'm no professional, so I'm sure some of you guys are gonna be like, oh, well, you should do it this way, do it that way. But everybody has their way that works for them. Before we take this video any further, do not forget, guys, for every dollar you spend on www.senditstevemerch.com, first link in the description is an entry to win the OBS truck. I cannot wait to hand over the keys to that. I mean, it's going to be a little bit sad and a little bit of heartbreak to give it away, but somebody is going to win that. We have knives on there, we have stun guns, we have self-defense things, we have apparel, we have hats, hoodies. There's a bunch of things that you can get, buy, not just one little thing. So head on over again, www.senditstevemerch.com. We are back with yet another video of the Urban Bourbon, and I'm actually learning a lot by doing these wraps. So I know the sun is kind of glaring and it's going to be super hard to tell. I'm going to move this out into the sunlight here in a minute, but we are slowly starting the process on the Urban Bourbon to get it its full wrap. And I believe this color is actually called Wicked by 3M. A bunch of people have asked. Sorry that I haven't been able to get back to everybody. I'm trying to do my best, but it's definitely difficult to respond to all the things. So you guys are probably wondering why I only have one door, and then you come back here and there's a door here that's actually the color of it. Then you see the rear hatch, and then you come over here, the rear hatch is already wrapped. You can't really tell by that, but then you come this way, you can see that it's definitely a darker color. And like I said, we're gonna drive this out into the sunlight so you guys can actually see it. But my truck here actually has not rust, but it's like corrosion. So like you can look here and see it has corrosion up around the window. The rear hatch here actually had corrosion on it. This door panel, as you can tell, is definitely dinged up, beat up, crinkled. So I was like, you know what, we're just gonna replace it. We have the parts truck, so now the only thing I have to do is swap everything from this door panel into this door panel, and I'm not going to bore you guys with all that, but I got to reassemble everything. So yeah, when you open the door, this truck is going to be gold, but everything is coming out and coming out great. So another thing that I learned too is the 05 wiring harness for the doors and everything are actually different than the 02 that I have over here. So I went ahead, and once I realized that, I just ended up cutting the harnesses because I can't use them. I know somebody probably could have used them, and I'll get a lot of grief and headache and people complaining, why would you cut it, why would you cut it, somebody can use that. Well, these things are a dime a dozen, guys. These things are literally out there everywhere. If you need them, they're in junkyards, they're literally out there. But we went ahead and, as you can tell, took the hatch off of here because this one wasn't rusty. We sold the rear bumper. We are going to utilize this hitch because my truck doesn't have a hitch. But yeah, this truck has been a great help so far and a great asset. As you can tell, we took it apart here. We didn't cut the wires because I didn't know. So I first did these doors here, and then I realized they don't plug in on my truck. So then I just decided to go ahead and cut it. But you can tell we took the harnesses out of this one, but like I said, we don't need them. So this is a good interior too, guys. If anybody needs a nice clean, it does have third row. Very, very clean seats and all that. Somebody let me know. If you guys need them, I'll sell them cheap. Reach out to me in my emails or on Instagram at sendit_Steve. But let's get back over here to the Urban Bourbon and get some more progress done. Alrighty, I'll try to show you a little bit. As you can tell, there's a pretty significant corner here that I cut, and when you get over here to like this corner here, see how it's like big like that? But basically what I'll do is I'll take some heat and just apply some heat, and then that'll just like literally melt like butter right into the place where it needs to be. Obviously, it took me a little bit of time to learn this, but I mean, we're plugging and chugging. So I've learned how to trim it all by now. Obviously, we're on our very last door, and honestly, this one only took me about 15 minutes to get wrapped. So we must be doing something right, because it's all laying low, laying smooth, and looking fantastic. So another thing I want to say is you're going to want to get a good applicator, guys. I use this one, and I kind of, I mean, it leaves a little bit of swirls, as you can tell. I'll go ahead and hit it with heat and get most of the swirls out and everything. But it absolutely is coming out amazing. And I can't wait to show you guys in the sun. So same with this one here. Well, kicking my drill. Same with this one here. All you have to do is, you know, just kind of push it, and it just goes right into where the handle will be, and then it will be tucked under the handle. So this one you don't have to apply heat to because it's only small, but the bigger one you definitely are gonna have to apply some heat to. So go ahead and get the whole way around here for you guys to see. There you go. Now that'll be tucked behind the door handle, and you won't ever know. But then once you get up here, this will be the one where, you know, you're gonna want to use heat, especially in this corner here. See how it's kind of, you know, tight, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But once you hit that with a little bit of heat, it curves right over. So I would try this, guys. I mean, obviously I have, but I'm not scared. And it's slow and steady movements, guys. Slow and steady. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to do a whole bunch at a time. I tried that at the beginning, trying to go too fast, and it bit me in the butt a couple times. But you live and learn, guys. So then once you get about there, about 2 inches in from the corner, you just stop and wait, and then hit it with some heat. So let's go ahead and hit it with heat. Alright, and there you have it. Your corners are done. Alright, I'm going to finish putting this door back together here, because now basically it's just trimming everything. And that's pretty much going to be the hard part here, is to just trim all this. It just takes a lot of time, so let me go ahead and trim her out. Not sure how well you can see everything, but we got everything wrapped except for the rear quarter panels on both sides. So obviously, you know, we got that. I got the hatch done already. That's installed. The door that I just showed you guys was actually this rear door here. So we are really making headway, guys. So I'm hoping by lunchtime tomorrow I can have this done and get a video out for you guys. Obviously you're watching it now, but we're making good headway on the Urban Bourbon, guys. I'm actually pumped because this color is actually coming out a heck of a lot better than I ever thought it would. So can't wait to show you guys in the morning. Quarter panel done, and the truck is ready to rock. Pick back up where we left off last night. We got the front half all pretty much done. Well, the front half is all done from the rear doors forward. I got this quarter panel cleaned and prepped. So again, I do want to point out there is a bunch of dings and dents in this quarter panel. So this panel isn't going to come out obviously ideal. You can definitely see the scratches and dings and dents down here, and at the bottom there's a little bit of rust too. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay the vinyl and everything, and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna rhino line probably from like here down. That way it kind of seals the wrap in. So you can tell I got the tail light out. This side, same thing. We got the doors done and everything. The only thing that we didn't do yet would be this rear quarter panel. So I'm gonna do the other quarter panel here, and then I'll probably end up stopping the video and putting it up and just kind of going through, you know, the ins and outs and what was easy, what was hard, what you should look for, what you shouldn't look for. But I definitely want to get this video out for you guys. It's been a couple days since I posted, and this thing's been going on now for a month now. So let me go ahead and get this thing started, and I'm going to set up a time lapse. You guys can actually watch me wrap this entire panel, and here we go. I will 100% be honest with you guys. It being cold and windy is definitely going to ruin this side of the Urban Bourbon, but that's okay. I'm gonna make the best of it, and it actually doesn't look too terrible yet. As you can tell, we do have a little bit of spottage back here in the quarter, but I should be able to get most of it out. It's just gonna take some time, so stand by, and just gonna give you a quick update there. Definitely don't do it while it's this cold out. I think it's only like 32 degrees. It's definitely way too cold to be wrapping a car. Yeah, 37 degrees. They say you're not supposed to do this under 70. They say you're not supposed to do this under 70, and it's 37. So I'm trying to do the best I can with weather permitted. So stand by. Well, and right there is why you don't wrap when it's this cold. So that's not a big deal. I mean, it sort of is. You'll be able to see it, but I'll square this out and make it look a little bit better. But I should have enough to redo this whole panel right here. Like I said, it's just definitely too cold to be doing this. So this was definitely a trial and error on this side. I got everything else done. I'm gonna just finish laying it here, and then I'll trim out a piece to make this look a little bit better. But we're gonna call it good for now. So let me just keep going here, get the rest of it all laid up here, and you know, I'm gonna wait for a warmer day, or wait till I can get into a garage to do the other side. All right, well, you guys knew this whole thing here was body damage and all that. And being that it's just too cold now, everything is just starting to rip, so I'm just gonna cut right along this line here, and we're gonna take this off, and like I said, we're gonna touch this back up once I can get into a shop or something like that. But for now, I believe this portion and everything will be good and will look good, stay on the car, not have any issues. But who knows? I do have enough to rewrap this section if I have to, but everything else came out fantastic. So let me go ahead and trim this, and I'll try to get it somewhere where we can get some sunlight, and then I'll come out with a closing. Show this off, but the Urban Bourbon wrap is just about complete, and I'm excited. It looks a whole of a lot better than it does. So let me go try to find some sunlight. And don't forget, we are still doing the OBS giveaway, guys. So every dollar you spend on senditstevemerch.com, as you see on the screen, www.senditstevemerch.com is an entry to win that truck. Now we are going to do some fun things with that truck, and I do believe we got some snow in the forecast, so we will be taking that truck out and enjoying it in the snow. So again, www.senditstevemerch.com. Every dollar you spend gets you an entry to win that OBS truck. All right, so a couple people asked a couple questions in that, and I'm gonna try to answer them as best as I can. So in the corners here, in the nose, it does get a little bit tough to do. As you can tell, I didn't do I did a pretty good job. I learned how to stretch this material, and this material is actually different to stretch than a regular vinyl because this is the color shift. So if you pull a little bit too hard, it turns into black spots, which you'll see early on in my hood. You'll be able to see, like right in here, see how it's like darker than the rest of it. That's not the color shift. That is actually, I stretched it a little bit too much here to try to get all of the bubbles out and things like that. So I definitely learned a lot by doing this. And also when you go to do your cutting, you'll learn where and how you can do your cutting and trimming. So I mean, it came out pretty good, I gotta admit, for my very first wrap. And I'm excited to show it to you guys, and hopefully, like I said, we're gonna do a car show, cars and coffee and things like that. I want to be able to get this thing out here and kind of show you guys it. So guys, the Urban Bourbon is wrapped. Now again, like I said, we are gonna redo this back quarter panel. I have enough to do this side. As you do know, the little bit of rips that have started to happen on the back here, but it came out absolutely incredible. Now, like I said before, I did have my doubts on doing this color. I didn't know if it looked right just from doing the fender, but man, oh man, does it look absolutely killer. And I cannot wait to show you guys in the daylight. I'm gonna try to get some pictures and everything for you, but yeah, this is like where it was 30 degrees out, and I tried to finish it up. So yeah, I went ahead and just tripped here. That's another reason why, obviously, I try to trim that off, but it just ends up ripping. It's super, super cold, guys. So again, you got to do this in the right temperature, the right setting. And obviously my driveway in a windy day was not it. So there you guys have it. If you have some questions, drop them down below. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. But overall, I'd say it's a win. I would definitely wrap another vehicle. I would definitely pick something that had a lot less stone chips and, you know, air blemishes or dents and dings and things like that. But overall, my first wrap job, I'd gotta say it's gotta be a win. Like I said, I'm surprised that I did as well as I did, and I can't wait for you guys to see it in person, and hopefully we can get to a couple car shows in that before the end of the year. But there you guys have it. If you like the content, please smash that like button, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video coming very, very soon. So again, I would wrap again, guys. If anyone's on the fence about trying to wrap, get out there and just try it. You never know till you try, and I think I did fantastic for my first wrap job ever. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you in the next one.